Hans Olsen, Scott Gerard, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. We're playing this song because it's time to chat with the highwayman himself. Mm-hmm. It's Ian Fitzsimmons, ESPN. Ian, what's cracking, my man?
Hello, Ian.
Hey, I told you guys last week, man, I saw them in New York City. I said Madison Square Garden. I was incorrect. It was Central Park, actually.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Willie Whalen, Chris Christopherson, Johnny Cash. Come on with it, boys. Let's go now. Come on.
That's as good as a group as you'll ever find right there, man. That's a good one.
Oh, I mean, the singer-songwriters, you can't – there may not be a more talented collective group of songwriters, not singers, because Chris Christopherson couldn't sing a damn lick, let's be honest. But that dude – a lot of people don't know, Chris Christopherson was a God dang it now. He served in the military and Rhodes Scholar to Oxford and passed up on a Rhodes Scholar Oxford scholarship to go and serve in the Marines. Wow. And then after the Marines in Vietnam, came back and became a singer-songwriter. So there you go. He wrote Me and Bobby McGee. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, so there you go. The singers, the songwriters from the Highwaymen runs deep. So
hey,
he became an actor too, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he's a hell of an actor.
Was he in the movie Blade?
Yes, he was.
He was. Yes, and Payback with Mel Gibson.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Mel Gibson's feet with a hammer, right? We're starting to look like roast beef now. I mean, yeah, come on, dude. Yeah. Hey, hands, good pull.
I don't know if there's a place I'd rather be, and I'm not making any kind of moral judgments or confessing to anything, but imagine being in a tiki hut with Don Nelson, Willie Nelson, and George Carl.
You wouldn't remember.
So you watched that 60 Minutes about 2 years ago, because that's damn near the entire group.
Yeah.
That was at it was at Don Nelson's house. The great Don Nelson, a longtime NBA coach, Jazz fans remember. And it was Don Nelson, Woody Harrelson, and one other that you mentioned. I can't remember who it was. They all just go and fly out to Hawaii to Don Nelson's ranch, and he ain't growing cattle out there, folks.
No.
It's what kind of mood do you want to be in is what he's growing out there. Yeah, but that's a group that, trust me, I've run with some hard chargers. That group, I'd be sucking my thumb in a field position in about, 20 minutes hanging out with those guys.
Hey, Ian, you coming out to Lubbock with me?
Dude, I got you covered as far as the steakhouse, man. There's a ranch about 20 minutes from Lubbock. And it's literally a ranch. You got to call tonight, Hans, seriously. But it is absolutely amazing. And it's not about beer and whiskey and this and that. It's about the food and the experience. And I'd never heard of it until Cody Campbell, and I'm sure you guys know who Cody Campbell is by now. For the audience who doesn't, he is the big money behind Texas Tech and one of the front runners for NIL and the portal to make everything even across the college football plains, meaning, BYU, here's your salary cap, and it's the same for Utah, and it's the same for Utah State. Or P4s may be different from others, right? But it's basically what the NFL, their model, that's what Cody Campbell wants. And until it happens, you know what he did? He said, hell with it. Yeah. I'm a multi-billionaire oil tycoon. I played at Texas Tech, and until they level the playing field, I'm going to spend an ass load of money until you make it right. And he's doing it. And guess what? It's been money well spent on the right guys in the portal. Not just, anybody, but the right guys. So get ready, BYU. This is going to be awesome. And, if the tortillas aren't flying, believe me, the cocktails will be before the game in the parking lot.
That's a 10 a.m.er. So
yeah.
You're going to start drinking early.
A lot of pre-gaming.
Dude, Texas Tech, let me tell you something about Lubbock, boys. They go harder than the average bear. They are the JV version of Baton Rouge. They will be, the long haulers and everything else will be out there on Thursday. 10 a.m. is just hair of the dog. They're just continuing what they did the previous 48 hours.
Well, and it's not like I know the word tech is in the school name, but it's not like it's the bastion of high academics. As one player once told me from Texas, if you can't get your guns up, or if you can't get your grades up, get your guns up. And so yeah, it's going to be a rowdy
now
crowd.
We're taking shots? Now we're taking shots?
Hell yeah.
Look at this.
Absolutely.
Damn, that was a little rough. All right, but yeah, all right, okay, there you go.
Get your grades up, get your guns up.
Yeah, Cody Campbell will tell you different there, Scotty, because guess what? That dude is a multi-billionaire with a B.
Okay. Yep.
We're a little bit salty with Texas Tech because they ran Matt Wells out early.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Oh, I love Matty. Yeah, look, man, and they struggled early on at Texas Tech this year. Excuse me, at Kansas State this year, but he'll get it right. We all love Matt Wells.
Yeah. Utah, after that BYU game, has come out, and they've been playing angry, putting it on dudes. Just how impressed are you with what you saw from the Utes last week?
You know that every week, and I don't care if they win or lose, man, I'm going to support Skiles and Kyle Whittingham and everybody else on that staff, from Luther Ellis on down. They are a remarkable football team, and I still have hope for them to find a way into the Big 12 title game because that's an automatic bid. And I told you guys this last week, and I still believe it. Even though Houston is playing great ball right now, and that was a remarkable win on Saturday, I still think it's a three-horse race. It's BYU, it's Utah, it's Texas Tech. Because the conference is the top 6 teams. I wouldn't be surprised any weekend if somebody beats somebody else. And the most impressive win so far for me, guys, and I don't know if you agree or disagree with this. I'm curious to get your opinion. It's probably BYU at Iowa State. That was a scheduled loss. And that's an old Randy Galloway term, the Texas Sports Hall of Famer. He would have the Cowboys as a scheduled win or a scheduled loss coming off a bye or into a bye. And that one looked to me as a scheduled loss. And to go into Ames as a 2.5-point underdog and still find a way to win, that to me was the most impressive win of the 3 teams that I truly believe will be playing. 2 of them will be in the Big 12 championship game. The winner of that, you're in the CFP.
Well, and everything else.
By the way, the loser of that might also be in the CFP, depending on how things shake out.
With everything else that was included on that too, Ian, with Iowa State coming off a bye week, with BYU losing their running back, lost their linebacker.
Yep. He's back this week, right?
Yeah, it's what Pete Tham was reporting, and I don't think that he just throws things against the wall to see if they stick. I mean, it seems like he'd report it if he knew, right? And he's saying L.J. Martin's going to give it a go.
Yeah, look, if Tham was reporting it, that's like Schefter. So there you go. That's the gospel, according to college football. There it is, right there.
Well, that's going to be huge for BYU. What just in terms of going to Lubbock with this Texas Tech team that's kind of looked at as the Dodgers of college football. What
Hold on, Hans. That is money well spent, right? That's where you're going with that one?
It's money well spent.
That's a great analogy. That's on par. Well done. Well done.
What kind of chances you give BYU in this?
Oh, a hell of a shot, man. Look, you know what I think of Kalani. And everything they've done there, it's built from the ground up, and they're so connected, at least from afar. Now, look, you're around that program, and you can describe this a hell of a lot more than I can. But when I had Texas, I'll give you an example. A&M, when I had them last week against LSU, they're so connected because they have an alpha on the defensive line, right? And then in Powell, then they have an alpha in York at linebacker. Then they have an alpha in the secondary with Lee. And then obviously Marcel Reed. And then, Loon at tackle. And when you have an alpha at every single level, in every room, that is invaluable. That's a player-led type team. And when you have that, it's a connected group because the coaches don't have to go in and hold everybody accountable. Now you're getting angry with the coach. You're not going to get angry with a teammate. You might be for a minute, but like if you really self-scout, oh my gosh, yeah, he's right. I did slack off in these 2 sessions or whatever it might be. And I gave you the example of being embedded with the Oregon guys, and for a week in their fall camp and watching everybody sprint and Bryce Betcher just screaming at teammates. We don't walk to the next session. We sprint here. That's player-led. And it feels like from afar, Hans, and you can elaborate more on this because I'm not there, but it feels like that's BYU right now.
That's BYU right now, and it really goes to Glasgow and Kelly. Those two have just become
there you go.
beasts
Yeah.
when it comes to everything. I mean,
Yep.
Jack Kelly, I would imagine a lot of L.J. Martin coming back,
That
according to
dude
Pete
could play for
Thamels.
me. Jack Kelly could play for me any day of the week and twice on a Sunday. I don't give a damn how fast he runs. I do not care. It's like York at Texas A&M. You watch 21 for A&M. He's 5'10". He's 230. But I don't care. You know what? He arrives the ball with bad intentions, and he finds the ball. He's always around the ball. He's a quarterback of that defense. That's Jack Kelly to me. I don't care how big, how fast, what. That dude could play for me any day of the week and twice on a Sunday.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no, you're good. It's just, he fought through an injury too. He had a pretty bad injury, I think a shoulder or upper arm injury, and everybody thought he'd be out for a long period of time, and he fought back to get back on the field for Iowa State. And it's like he's got that level of commitment. Ian, to your point, it's like if your teammates and your leaders show that level of commitment, then if you're L.J. Martin or anybody else that's got a little boo-boo, you're going to shoot that thing up, you're going to get the treatment, and you're going to be on the field.
And then with that Toradol, fire me up with a brace and let me go out there and be with my boys. That's my attitude, at least 30 years ago, or 32 years. God dang, it's been 32 years. That hurt.
That's a tough realization.
That hurt right there. That was a moment, as alcoholics would say, that was a moment of clarity right now. When it comes to my age and how long it's been since I've been on the field. Damn.
Ohio State's just dump trucking dudes. How close would you consider Indiana and Texas A&M to where Ohio State is right now?
Yeah, great question, Scotty. And I'd say, tonight is going to be one where I don't care who's 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter. I would have, just because of the win at Oregon, Indiana over Ohio State, because I think that win is more impressive than the win that Ohio State had in week 1 over Texas. Now, Texas is getting better. I just saw them, guys, and Arch Manning's starting to grow up. You want to know why? The O-line's better, and their running back room is healthy. There was a 3-game stretch where, it doesn't help. Oh, my Lord. Holy hell, right? Let's just say that out loud. You got your O-line's better, and your running back room is finally healthy. You're not handing off to wide receivers or walk-ons. It's amazing what that can do to a quarterback. So, Texas won't be sniffing the top 12. But my point of bringing it up is, Vandy is still kind of right there. And no matter what happens tonight, whether Ohio State's 1 or Indiana is 1 or Texas A&M is 3 or Bama is 3, because overall, even though Bama doesn't have that blemish of a loss, Texas A&M doesn't have the blemish of a loss, Bama has 4 consecutive top 25 wins. Now, the committee, and I've served on it twice as a mock member, not a real member, but a mock member, they ingrain in you the night before. The AP poll, the coaches poll, it doesn't matter. There are no numbers next to teams. Well, we're human. So you can't tell me Mark D'Antonio or anybody else who's on that committee right now, or Mutt Rhodes, the committee chair from Baylor, the athletic director. You're not looking at the entire season and seeing teams that have a number. It's a human element. Now, you try and block it out, but I promise you, having done it twice, it's very hard to. But bottom line is this. When it comes to tonight, is Ohio State invincible? I don't think so. Is Indiana invincible? I don't think so. Or Bama or A&M. I mean, we can go on down the list, guys. But I'll tell you this. I think there's going to be a hell of a debate between 3 and 4, meaning Alabama and A&M, the undefeated team and the team that has more, quote, as they put it, strength of schedule and, the strength of a win. Bama has a more impressive resume than A&M, but they have the blemish week 1 against Florida State. It's all going to come down to me, guys, and it goes back to when it was a 4-team playoff, and I'm curious to see if you agree or disagree. It comes down to, back then it was 4v5. Tonight it's all about 12v13. That's it. We always focus on whether it's the field of 68 right? Who are the last 4 in instead of who are the best teams? Well, guess what we do in the college football playoff? We've taken college basketball into our college football world, and it's not who's number 1, 2, 3, or 4. The big story is going to be who's 12 and who's 13.
Yep, I agree. That makes a lot of sense. Ian Fitzsimmons joining us right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. So after that loss to Florida State, are the Barbarians relaxing a little bit on Kalen DeBoer, or is it still a pressure cooker unlike anything else there in Tuscaloosa?
No, I think the natives have quieted, especially after, going to South Carolina, which I told you guys last week was not going to be easy. Well, that stretch that they had of not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 top 25 teams, half of that on the road. And then right before the bye, you got to go to South Kakalaki, where it's a talented team, but they were so banged up on the offensive line. And, Alabama knew that. And to come away with a win going into the bye, now you've got LSU, then Oklahoma, right? I mean, get ready, boys, because DeBoer's got these guys locked in. They are legit, and I do mean a legit college football semifinal team, if not a national contender. They have righted the ship.
Well, Ian, we now have 12 major programs that are open and hiring. You got LSU, Penn State, Florida, Auburn,
Dude.
Arkansas, UCLA, Oklahoma State, Virginia Tech, Stanford, Oregon State, Colorado State, UAB. Which one you taking, Ian? If they offered you.
I am going to say this for the remainder of the college football season at least 4 times a week. This is the biggest mismatch in the history of sports at any level. College athletic directors versus Jimmy Sexton. Best of luck to you, boys. Best of luck. Because the big boy living in Memphis, and he's a big boy, and he's all about it. He doesn't lose, man. I can't tell you how many guys. Look at Kurt Signetti, right? Just got paid. Matt Rule just got paid and lost, but just got paid. I mean, Jimmy Sexton is going to make so many guys so much money by staying where they are, and then going to make so many guys so much money from moving on where they were. Watch. I promise you. This is, and we've all been around this game a long time. All of us. And everybody listening, you've been a fan of the game for a long time. Not just covering it like we have, but understanding the game. This is something I don't understand. Why so many schools have punted on coaches so early in their careers. And, you don't even get that this cycle, meaning it used to be, Scotty, you guys remember this. You didn't get 4 years as a head coach.
Yeah.
You got 5.
You got a full recruiting class and a redshirt class. Yeah.
That's it. Now, You're damn lucky if you get 2. So good luck to you, man. But this is the damnedest year I've ever seen with so many monster programs. Look, think about it. You rattled a bunch of them off there. But you've got Florida, Auburn, LSU, and the SEC alone. Penn State is a monster. Oklahoma State is a sleeping program that we saw the mullet in Coach Gundy take them to the Big 12 title game multiple times. Hell, man, they were there, 3 years ago? 4 years, whatever it was. It wasn't long ago. These are some brand-name programs that are going to make a lot of people a hell of a lot of money, and I wish I was one of them.
Hey, all right, so if you could choose a job out of that group that Hans mentioned,
Stop.
where are you going?
That's hard. Man, I'm a boot boy. My wife would say, hell no, you're not going home. No shot. Ain't happening, right? I mean, it's the summers, it's the heat, it's mosquitoes, and you're going to get filthy fat. Every time you go down there, you gain 5 pounds. So, no, it's not happening. But, you always want to go home to mama. And since Kyle Whittingham is still there, I can't go to Utah because that's your adopted mom for me. No offense, Kalani, I love you and all that good stuff, but man, it's boy, of all the jobs that are open right now, I would say Florida, LSU, 1A, 1B, depending on the moment, and then probably Penn State. And it's they're not far behind as a number 2. That's one. and the reason I put the Southern schools first is, and you guys have been down in the SEC, there's more talent per capita, if that makes sense. It's harder to recruit in Pennsylvania. You have to go recruit the South and recruit the Midwest, right? Where the South, you've got it in your backyard, and you can go and poach from California in the Midwest, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense. The problem is you got the governor of your crazy state down there getting his nose in everybody's business too.
Yeah,
so.
Guess what? If you think that Board of Regents is listening to him, there you go. That's all I can say on that one.
There you go.
Because football people in Louisiana, I promise you, are going to make football decisions. It ain't going to be Governor Landry, who couldn't tell you the difference, in my opinion, from a goal line to a blue line in hockey. So there you go.
Ian, you're the best, man. Appreciate it.
All right, boys. Hey, we're off to Oregon, Iowa this week. I've never seen the Wave in person. I've never called a game.
Oh, I was there 2 years ago.
Kenny.
It's awesome. It's great.
Oh, Scotty, just give it to me, man. I mean, am I going to cry? Let's be honest.
It is,
am I going to tear up?
You're going to tear up because you're going to see everybody waving, and then you're going to see kids wearing, the scrubs and the hospital gowns and stuff, waving back. That hospital is just right on top of the stadium. It's crazy.
Hey, my kid, as you guys know, my older daughter Rowan, who's at Oregon now, she was a long-time patient from the age of 4 to the age of 17 at Texas Scottish Rite Hospital. Now I'm getting already emotional. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. I'm crying.
Get the Kleenexes ready. Yep.
It's over. Son of a I'm crying on the sideline. Here we go.
Hey, talk to you later, Ian. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ian.
All right, boys. Hey, enjoy the rankings tonight. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's do it. Ian Fitzsimmons, ESPN, right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.